will propose the new 2020 period should be the 2040. But this is a kind of tendency. So before we can reach very ambitious target, 80% reduction in 2050, or 50% reduction as global emissions, we need some kind of technological breakthrough. So we have to prepare those technological breakthrough, not only the energy consumption, but also the energy supply side of the technologies. So we need a kind of lead time to meet these stringent, very ambitious targets in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So I think we have lots to talk about in the corridors over the next few days. I'm going to assume that we are all still fresh and don't need the full 30-minute coffee break for after the first session. We have a couple more things on the agenda. I'd like to invite Heike Schroeder and Orn Young to the stage to present the Orn Young Paper Award for Young Scholars. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the first Orn Young Prize, the 2013 Orn Young Prize, awarded to an early career scholar who has submitted the best paper. This was selected by a committee consisting of 10 people, and we were very impressed with the very high quality of papers that we received. So very much so was the selection process a difficult one. However, we came to an agreement, we came to a result. First off, I'd like to recognize a runner-up. And the runner-up is Rianti Jalanti from Macquarie University, with co-authors Cameron Holly, Frank Tomala, and Michelle Carnegie. For their paper on pathways for adaptive and integrated disaster resilience. Well done, congratulations. And now for the winner. The winner of this year's Orn Young Prize is Rakyun Ikin from the Australian National University for a paper titled The Emergent Network Structure of the Multilateral Environmental Agreement System. And before I ask you to come out to the stage, I'd like to welcome Orn Young to give a laudation. This prize very much recognizes not only the emergent scholarship of the early career researchers, but also the scholarship of Orn Young himself, who is well known to you all for the pioneering work that he has done over the decades to kind of bring out this very large community of colleagues that we have today. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Heike. I'm going to assume that Michelle is correct, that you're still reasonably fresh, so that I could have 3 or 4 minutes just to say a few things about this wonderful paper. But first let me say that this is a moment of deep satisfaction and of deep gratitude for me. When I began working on these issues of environmental governance over 40 years ago, it would have been very difficult for me to imagine the setting that we have here today. Whether or not we're making progress toward solving the problems of global environmental governance, we've certainly made progress toward the creation of a vibrant intellectual community dealing with these issues. And deep gratification because this is really a wonderful moment for me. I'm especially pleased that this award honors a young scientist. Dealing with young scientists has always been one of my most satisfying activities. Now, just a couple of comments about the paper of Rakyun Kim itself. I think that this is a really outstanding paper. I commend it to all of you, and I think it's very relevant to the subject of this conference. The paper deals with the architecture of multilateral environmental governance. And let me just say three things about one analytically, one empirically, and one methodologically. Analytically, the paper's critical move is to look at some hundreds of multilateral environmental agreements that have come into existence since 1868, and to treat this universe of cases as a system. This universe of cases is the multilateral environmental agreement system, and the paper then proceeds to employ the toolkit of network analysis to ask a series of questions about the properties of this system and how the properties of this system have changed over time. So this is, I think, analytically a very innovative and valuable kind of move. And it then leads to a set of empirical results, which I think are particularly thought